Sure, there's two. Non-bulk is also typically referred to as right of entry or individually billed service. And that is when the residents pay, they have the option to pick whoever provider they want, take whatever services they want, and the bill is paid by the individual resident with the cable company. They have that relationship. You're out of it. The bulk build is a situation which has become popular. Several cable companies are really pushing this because it's easier for them too. You know, they send one bill. If you've got 100 units, you pay, whether it's cable TV or whether it's internet service, you get a discounted rate, but you're buying in bulk. So you're basically making cable TV or internet service an amenity for your residents. Now, the theory is that if you're paying a reduced rate, you can raise your rent by more than that cost that you're paying, but it's still a lower rate than if the resident were to take it themselves. So let's say the value of the cable TV and internet is $100. The company is charging you $50. You can raise your rent by $75, and you can make some money off of that on the delta there, because the cable company is going to say they want to do it because it's one bill. They know you're going to pay it. They've got all the customers. They're not rolling trucks back and forth and things like that. You're going to be paying a reduced rate. Now, you're on the hook for that, though, and you're on the hook for every single unit, regardless of whether or not it's occupied. So that is a commitment to you that you've made. And, you know, in many cases, the resident looks at it as a positive and says, well, look, I'm getting $100 of value for 75, so that's plus. The question you have to ask yourself is, how many of my residents are going to find that, are going to think of it that way and say, I'm getting something that's got a $100 value and I'm paying $75 for it. That's a good thing. Versus how many may say, well, I don't really want cable TV. I like streaming video. I like Netflix only. All I want, the only value I have is in the internet service. So you're giving me something that I place value of $50 on, but you're charging me 75. So that may be a negative. So you really got to know your market. In some places, it's absolutely a great idea. There's no doubt about it, especially if you're in a highly competitive market where maybe you're trying to bring up your rents in that property, and maybe you're behind on occupancy and you want to do something to get them, residents, make it more appealing.